My question is, since the Republicans don't show any interest in doing a bipartisan bill, if and when the Democrats hammer out a health care reform bill and get it passed, even if it requires an increase in taxes, will you support it?
The last thing we ought to do in the middle of a recession is raise taxes. Yes, sir.
I deal in manufacturing. What is Congress and Senate doing to bring our jobs back from overseas, back to the United States, to put our manufacturing people back to work?
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. We've been losing manufacturing for a long time, whether it's machine tools. When I was first elected to the state legislature, the largest employer in my district, Wrangler VF Jeanswear, shut down. And hundreds of people lost their jobs. And they didn't go actually to China, they went to Mexico. And the only thing I can say to you is this: we live in a global economy now. People are able to email things, are able to trade back and forth. It's not like it was in the 30s and 40s where, you know, things took a long time. Now we've got to be able to compete with other places, and guess what? When we put up trade barriers, they do the same thing to us.
I'm like a lot of people where I want health care reform, but I don't want government in it in any way, shape, or form. And my question is about prescription drugs. I know the prescription drug companies have a very strong lobby in Congress. And I want to know why prescription drugs cost so much less in Canada and Mexico. The drug companies say that they need to pay for research and development. So I want to know, well, why don't foreign countries have to pay for research and development? I believe that the Americans are being sold out once again. And what can Congress do about this?
Why are drugs so costly? Yes, there is a lot of R&D done in the United States, but you know, I've supported the government being able to negotiate prices, and just like the VA does. So I've supported, in fact, it was in 2006, I voted for legislation for us to be able to pool and negotiate prices so that we can lower them.
It seems to me like our government has gotten completely out of control. Appears that they are becoming our rulers instead of our representatives. But my main question is, the fair tax seems to be the answer to most of our financial problems in this country. I'm wondering, are you still a co-sponsor of that bill?
This is now, I guess, maybe the second or third Congress I've signed on to it. I think we do need to talk about real tax reform. I mean, that's one piece of it is that it is so complex. I mean, I'm a member of Congress. I go to an accountant. I mean, it's hard. This thing is about this thick. So the tax code is extremely difficult to traverse. We've got to make it leaner. We've got to make it easier for people to be able to file. Under the fair tax, the IRS is actually eliminated.